How you doing this? How you doing this morning, Tome Jones?
I'd be afraid to commit myself on that.
The last time we talked, we was in the mid-'80s. You had a jealousy, violent outburst on your wife. Y'all done separated. You know, one of them anger spots. And the year is 1985.
Yeah.
Where you at?
That's why I'm coming back to San Francisco.
In 1985.
Yeah, they run me out of Kansas City, man. I couldn't connect with my people down there. I couldn't even make a living, and it was starting getting cold. And people looked like they just hated me, man.
So you thought it was best to do it
I didn't think it was best. I knew how to get
it was time to go.
I knew it was bad. Every time I get out there, man, they're sending helicopters in the air tracking me down. Where I used to go by all those rich people's houses, knock on their doors and shit, and they'd give me money or give me a job. I was a straight out good hustler. And the police knew it. So the police got on me too tight, man. They bastionated me.
How'd you get to San Francisco?
I flew. I caught a plane and came. No, I didn't. I rode a Greyhound.
Rode Greyhound?
Yeah.
Do you remember how much the ticket was?
Yeah, it was about less than $100.
Yeah, because when I came in 1971, I came from New York City, and my ticket was $101.
Yeah, it was less than $100. I didn't want to do nothing but get out of there. I know San Francisco, man. I had a good position out here.
So when you first got to San Francisco, that first day off with the Greyhound, where did you stay?
I stayed, I don't know. I think I stayed at the pool hall.
Down on Market Street?
Yeah,
Concord or the Palace?
Yeah, I think I stayed at the pool hall or rode the bus or something.
Okay.
But my old lady was here. She was in this building. My ex-wife, my second wife.
She was here in San Francisco?
Yeah, she was here in San Francisco. She had moved back out here. That's why I had got caught up with the policeman's wife.
Yeah.
Because she had come out here to be with her daughter. And she was here, man, and you know, my old lady was she was a good hostess on things and knew how to pull people together. And we do shows in here once in a while.
So when you got back in here, you and her got back together?
Yeah, we never really been separated. You know, it was a marriage that had been broken, but it was broken under duress.
Because of her daughter and her problem.
Yeah, because of all those other problems.
So when you got back here, you got right back into the regular routine?
Yeah, but remember, my old lady, by now, I'm up in age, man. I don't know how, I must have been in my 60s, maybe going on 70. So it wasn't that much sex, but we had a good romance and understanding, a hell of an understanding. She's a Gemini and I'm a Leo, and we knew at first. We knew right off we magnetized towards each other. She was a genius.
So we'll say from the time you got here to about 91, 92, 93, or however, everything was pretty much smooth?
No, they were smooth up to a point. That's when I got in trouble with the police on Market Street.
And what year is this?
And all the 80s until I run into this medical marijuana thing.
And what year
I used to, all these from 84, up until the marijuana thing started. I think that may have started maybe about 92 or something else. But I got involved. I used to run those little cop stands, those little seats they put on Market Street. And I had my baseball cap, cigarette lighters, and all that shit out there. And I was running a loan business.
How much was your loan? 2 for 1?
Yeah, 2 for 1.
So if I got $1, I owe you 2 back?
Yeah. Okay. And I was selling cigarettes for a quarter.
Okay.
That'll take care of the both days. And the police kept chasing me off Market Street with my merchandise. I fought the city for a long time. Until I ran into the medical marijuana in Dennis Perone.
So when you was hustling on Market Street, you went to the that first cannabis shop with Dennis Perone.
Yeah.
And you asked if you could do up there, huh?
Yeah, I asked him, could I sit up there? And that was all I needed, man. And that was all I needed. And they was bringing me shit. They was selling that shit out and bringing me shit. All kind of people coming in there, crackheads, dope fiends, everything. And I knew how to deal with that lawn and pawn shop business, man. I had a hell of a business. You can ask any of those cats. Man, I had a hell of a business. I was making $400 and $500 a day, just sitting down at the door. You had to come up there. You had to pass me to get in.
I remember you now. I remember you now.
I
remember you from there now. It never occurred to me that I knew you from there.
Yeah,
yep.
I had it, and the good part is in the book now. The good part, I started the Friday jam session.
Yeah.
And me and Dennis Brothers was tight. He was a musician too. And I started the jam session, man, and all the action, the dances, and Dennis was living off of me, lavishing all this praise on him. Mm-hmm. Man, we were partying back. And that shifted over to 350.
Who was the first grower from up north? You know, everyone here in the Bay Area said north. We speaking of Ukiah up there where they really, Humboldt County. Like, who was the first grower from that area you met?
I don't know, so many of them. There was so many of them. And I belonged to that other thing that was before Dennis Barone. I forget the name of it.
The Haitian Choral Opera or something?
Yeah, I forget the name of it. It's very name. It's the biggest one in the movement. I belonged to that group years. I belonged to that group years before Dennis started. I forget the name of it, but Dennis was still a part of it. They're active now. I think they're based in New York. But I was familiar with them, so everybody that come in the club knew me. All Mama America, but me being Afro-American, I wasn't a mingler in the upper set group, and not being gay, and many of his associates were gay, you know. So I wasn't into that gay component.
Yeah, I know what you
mean.
And
I wasn't into the deal in the weed component.
Yeah. I'm somewhat in that same position, you know. I like the weed, I like a lifestyle, you know, and all around, but you know, I'm not the gay, and I'm a black, so chances of ever succeeding high up in the field.
Yeah, you don't get no recognition. I brought it to the club not long ago. I wrote this task force.
But that's part of life. Though.
Yeah,
that's part of life. So you at the club. You're in the weed community now. You done met Hunter at Russell. You done met Russell at 350 the visit there.
Yeah. I met Russell at 350, and right away we clicked, you know.
About what year was this?
I don't know, 90, maybe 89 or 90.
Okay. He'll know, Russell will know.
Yeah. But he's like my own son, man. My son's a Pisces. And Russell's just like him, you know, he's deep. And really, 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 he's in another world.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
That's a good thing. He's in another world, you know. He's not changing. In a way, he's too much like me.